fact, it's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway.
And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
For the first time here with Matt Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Breida. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Dolphins 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Breida, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. His throw caught at the 5. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Robbie Anderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0.
Dolphins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Carter, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself. Doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Side to Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run forward, Breida. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Dolphins nothing.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up at the 15. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Second down.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's 2nd and 8. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got some space here. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's a pickup of 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They team up there to pick up the first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
But no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's here, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jerome Baker. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
On the play.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Tua to throw again. That was short one to Gesicki. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down, Dolphins.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
His throw incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go with Howard again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Complete.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st down, Miami.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tua, a give. This is Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Dolphins 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit, but maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run with Howard, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Complete.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
4 yards.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the 1st snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And some room to work. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
The kick is.
And his kick is right through.
The score, Bengals 28, Dolphins 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
That's caught by Howard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Howard. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First down.
On first down, here's Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Dolphins.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Breida. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Now a short one to Gesicki. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to find his man in the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down here inside the 30. For a Cincinnati score. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And they take a knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were buoyed, Charlie.